Hi everyone, my name is Risha. Today is the 21st of July 2024. I'll be going over my weekly prediction for Tesla. As usual, I'll be going over the monthly, weekly, and finally the daily charts, and then I'll switch over to the Excel sheet where we'll review last week's prediction and go over this one in more detail. As usual, it's important to make the disclaimer that all information here is completely educational, and therefore it is important to conduct your own analysis, whatever analysis that may be, to ensure that you're comfortable with the risk, reward, and trading style before entering positions. This video is simply educational. It is a log and rationale of my predictions, so please use this video in that manner. Now, monthly charts we can see have turned up for Tesla, since we have this downwards wedge here, which we did break out of, and we had an upwards movement, a very strong upwards movement in the last month. However, we can see that it's losing steam in the recent week. RSI is the average is at this point perfectly flat. However, the RSI has started to go up, but we need a lot more movement to confirm this. The blue line is currently above, has just crossed the yellow line, meaning that that this is technically now going to be the start of an uptrend, or it's the signaling of a start of an uptrend. However, the ADX is still declining, so we can't say that with absolute certainty. Volume is declining too. However, this month had relatively higher volume, showing that this upward movement is actually confirmed by volume, and that's what we get from the monthly charts. Now, let's move to the weekly charts. Here, the RSI has shot up in the last few weeks. I mean, we had this trading range, and then we had this huge week, and then we had a high wave candle, and this week we had a sharp red candle. And this was on high volume, not higher than the previous 2 weeks, but definitely high volume. RSI is still, we see an upwards leaning slope trend line, if you will. The blue DI plus line is definitely above the yellow, so it's signaling we are now in an uptrend. ADX has started to rise. So we have these indicators give us a bullish confirmation. However, this is to be considered. We did break the support line of 242.26, and now our immediate next support is 233.98, which is where we will be keeping it, since if it does go down, that's a safe one to keep. And when we get to the Excel sheet, I'll review my support and resistance. Daily charts, very similar. We had this kind of sideways for the start of the week. However, it was still consistently going downwards, which is why we had this red candle. And on the last day, it did break the support, so we didn't have a trade this week, but we had a signal. But it is important to keep in mind that volume was declining throughout this entire week. It might have just been a sell-off for people who just wanted to capitalize their profits. Therefore, it is important to make sure that we are confident that this is not just a sell-off. And regardless, even if it is, and it is the signaling of a new trend, which is going downwards again, then we do have the stops in place for that. How? In this case, ADX is above both the DI and DI plus and DI minus, which shows that we are definitely trending in the daily charts. RSI was overbought, and then it shot back down, and it's now around 58.66, which is within the desired level, so no signals here yet. Now, let's move to the Excel sheet. As I mentioned, no trend and no trade last week. This week, however, we'll buy when it crosses the resistance at 261.47, or we'll sell when it falls below the support at 233.98 with a target of 2% and a 1% trailing stop loss. If neither are hit, then we will just close on Friday, where the weekly trend is sideways as of now. And, well, it was upwards, but we can keep this, we can change this to weekly trend up. So whatever, I'll change this later. Weekly trend up, and monthly trend right now is still down, and we do need more confirmation to change this. But that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Enjoy, and I will see you next time.